Cornelius, upon telling of your braven adventures, you're suddenly struck within yourself. Your heart just kind of freezes up for a second, and time just kind of stands still. And then just...
Who are the fools responsible for the death of a young wolfkin girl?
I mean,
Her life is on your hands. I expect you all to make it right.
Indeed we must. It appears you know the woman that we came across, and I am deeply sorry for your loss. If there is any way I can help or repay you, I will do everything within my power.
Know her. I might know her. She's my daughter.
What if I told you there was a way to bring both of them back?
You honest fool. Let us seize the day.
Run. And then as I just start booking it.
The mastiffs are hot and heavy on your tails, though, and they're running towards you. To roll a charisma check to see if you're brave enough to jump off the rocks.
Can I give him the middle finger as I go?
Yes, of course. Yes, you give him the middle finger as you go. And beyond, you look out and you see a sort of clearing. You see the ancient tree before you. The temple, it's the world tree. Brave adventurers, and Clara the wood elf, your coming was foretold to me by the great goddess. I am in dire need of help. The temple has been infested by Shadowfell, if you will. I am not sure what has brought you here, but you are desperately needed. Please, come in. As you enter the throne room, as you look ahead, though, you see a single tree with a seeming wood sculpture kind of on in the shape of some humanoid figure. My name is Alicia. I am the dryad that protects this sacred tree and temple and the neighboring forest. You must delve deep and find the artifact for which the desecrators have come. Within my depths, somewhere in the temple, there is the crown of planar existence. There are numerous traps that you must circumnavigate. I will not leave you without some aid, however. Well, it says leap of faith, so... And Clara just goes and jumps off into the pit. I am chosen by the Great One for this mission. However, there is one of you amongst yourselves that does have her touch. And he turns and he looks at Yukon.
Me?
I can sense it within you. You are a brother in arms.
Yukon, I reach for the said crown. And
Yukon.
I grab it.
You can do
So
it.
reckless. Oh, he's so reckless.
As you touch the crown, the air shimmers beyond the altar, and suddenly a portal appears. Where you see Alicia in her true form before you. And she goes, "Oh, brave wanderers and adventurers, thank you so much for clearing my dungeon and bringing forth the planar crown. Please, if you will hand it to me, I will take care of it." Seemingly out of nowhere appears Balseth.
I knew I smelled ballsack.
I knew that fucker wowould come back.
He comes and infuses Alicia with his dark energy.
Oh,
Balsack would do that.
will be my first blood sacrifice.
And, boss battle.
No.
With a shadowy, dark energy sword in his hand, and he goes and he attacks. Yukon. Balsef goes and he attacks with his seemingly shadow blade. You go to deflect with your short sword and he seemingly bats it out of the way. Your short sword leaves your hand and he goes to follow up with another strike. And as you go to block yourself, your own shadow blade coalesces and appears before you, deflecting his blow. You're just in shock as he is. You have a shadow blade. Where did that come from? And he goes, you see? You are a brother in arms. Join us. Come on, it is your destiny.
I bring both blades down into his body, into his gut, and I twist, and I twist the blades. I look Balseth right into the eye and say, like, I will never join the dark, and then
he like lifts up in his last ounce of strength and grabs you by the collar, and he says, "You will be with us soon enough. We're closer than you think." Ugh. And then he disappears into a puff of smoke. Whoa!
Oh, God damn it.
Of course, she summoned tentacles.
It's our final form, infected vines. How does this go down?
I bring up my shadow sword in my soul strike, and I cross them like. I flip them, and I bring them down with all my might, with the crown still on my head, and I go, ah! and stab her right in the chest.
Yes, and she has grown to extra size a little bit, so she's a little taller than you. So you find purchase in her chest, but as you find purchase, you then begin to drag your swords down along her body as you fall slowly to the floor, and she just shrieks out in pain, and then suddenly her body just falls apart into two halves, and the tentacles seem to wither and disappear and fall to the ground. Whew. Battle over.
Oh my god.
Oh, we did it.
So, can I try to stabilize Asmovia, since I assume I'm...
Yeah, you come to, and you like shake off what's going on, and you see Asmovian before you.
Oh, balls.
All right, and with that, all of a sudden, there is a sort of swelling of energy and light, and this sort of transcendent form begins to coalesce. The room around you seemingly starts to morph and change. The decrepit sort of surroundings begin to bloom and blossom, and it changes from this once decrepit form into a beautiful blossoming tree, and you see before you a white goddess. Brave adventurers, I thank you for your sacrifice and your enduring gravitas of victory. Thank you so much for saving this temple. Unfortunately, Alicia had to be vanquished, but no, her soul has returned to me. I am Myliki, the nature goddess of this realm.
Myliki?
I will be taking the planar crown for now. She gestures towards Yukon.
Oh.
Yukon.
Thank you. I do not know for what purpose exactly they wanted the planar crown, but it will be safe now with me. I was unable to come down here until you vanquished the evil. And she goes and she gently sets it to the side for now. Now, I know there is some reason you have come to this temple in the first place.
Oh, great, my Linky. We've come here to resurrect the souls.
Yes, this is within my power. However, it comes at a great sacrifice. I'm afraid it will cost a life for a life. You're facing each other, and you now have this moment to have a final conversation with your sister on this in this plane.
As Clara, why did you run away? Why did you change your name? I looked for you for years. As Kaylin, I changed my name because I didn't want you to find me. And now you're here, and only one of us can go back.
And the goddess appears for a moment before you. Kaylin, your sister must sacrifice her life to give you yours back. Are you willing to accept her sacrifice? And Clara, are you willing to give this sacrifice?
I'm willing to give my sacrifice. I can finally say I've done something right. And I will take the sacrifice and honor your memory with the rest of my life.
These are your final moments. Any last words?
As Clara, you were always the chosen one. It was never me. You were always the favorite. And Clara walks off into the void, not wanting to hear anything else. And Kaylin's stunned, not knowing what to do, and feels herself slowly coming out of the astral plane.
She lifts, she returns along with the goddess's guidance back to the material plane, and her form out of the ethereal realm coalesced into the material plane, and Kaylin is returned to us. The goddess reforms before you and says, now, Elara is ready. Is there someone here willing to make the sacrifice?
It will not be me. And Kalindra leaves, walks out.
I looked to the group. I guess she didn't love her daughter that much.
Well, this is awesome. Guess birth is the only life she's gonna give that child.
Then, adventurers, I am sorry. It is not within my power just to restore her without some sacrifice. Well, hello there, little wolf. I don't think you're done yet. I feel the hunger within you. Do you want power? I will give it to you. Come, find me. Alera's body burst forward into the material plane, holding a battle axe of some kind. And a spirit energy just kind of profusely pouring from her body. And as she is forced, ripped from the astral plane into the material.
Well,
What happened? You guys, you're all here. What? I was dead, I think.
Yeah, you
Oh,
and me
yep.
both.
You
You
certainly
definitely
fucking
dead. You
died.
were definitely
Yeah.
dead.
yeah.
Why am I here? What
Well,
are you all doing here?
we tried to bring you back.
You did?
I think you need to have a talk with your mother.
My mother?
Yeah. Yeah.
My
Yeah.
what?
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you mean my mother? She was here? You
She
saw
was
my
definitely
mother?
dead.
Yeah, she's out that way.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the one to break the bad news, but she was not willing to trade her life for yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't expect her to do much for me.
Sounds complicated.
You all came here and tried to save me?
Of course. You were a
Yeah.
friend, a companion.
So to be fair, we were under duress at first.
Also, she may have threatened us to
Definitely.
to come save you. But
To be
we
fair,
gladly
our minds
accepted.
was very small. We did not realize we could bring you back.
Well, thanks, I guess.
Let us not say that we're not happy you're back. We are.
Yeah.
Well, good to see you, Tin Man, Cow Brains, the other one.
I'm okay with you calling me this.
Am I
the other one?
Cowbrain? Am I Cowbrain? Am I the other one?
With this, Myliki, if she is surprised, you cannot tell. If there's any emotion from this, she cannot tell. And she goes, "Young Wolfkin, well met having you back. Good fortune be on you. I sense some otherworld presence has intervened here."
Yeah, I felt something powerful that called me awake.
Yes, well, we will see how this unfolds. I can see multiple timelines and a sense of the future, yet it is not perfect. I know you have a great journey before all of you. And with that, I will give you some gifts to help you along the way. She turns to Asmovian. Ah, the construct with a brain.
Yes, I will.
Brain might not be the technical term.
Well, you are the most human construct I have ever encountered. If that means anything to you. Your master was a great elf and tinkerer and artificer. And if you can manage to follow in her steps, you will be a great asset to good, I feel. She was here not long ago. The Tinkerer, yes. She fled as this evil started to encroach on the temple. She left here this staff Perhaps you can unlock its mysteries. Here is some blueprints for you. She managed to imbue it with one of these assets before she left. It seems that it has the ability to return to you, if you will it so. And this is from me, a bag of holding.
Oh, we got a bag of holding.
Good luck on your journeys,
Nice.
Tin Man. For the poor, unfortunate, other than not the chosen, the overlooked, the Minotaur, I bless on you, the chain of returning. Originally gifted to the one and only Grog Strongjaw. And along with that, I give you this great axe of the earth and spirit. Moving on. Kalen, the young protector of the forest, it is now your duty to protect nature and the land. And in my resurrecting of you, you have now come into our circle. A druid true and true. I grant to you the band of the Dryad. May it protect you and your companions.
Thank you, my leaky.
And the blazing bowstring. Use it to cast fire upon your arrows 3 times a day.
Awesome.
The young wolfkin who even death cannot keep. It seems that you have already received some sort of gift or boon from some immortal as you hold that battle axe there. And I can feel an immense unknown power radiating from it. Whether it be good or bad, I do not know. But let me gift this to you, a ring of animal influence. Young blood hunter.
Yeah.
I believe you should have received one of these already, but I gift it to you now. It is the amulet of the blood hunter.
Alrighty.
It may grant you light and darkness, and increase your crimson right and blood magic.
Why, thank you.
Yukon Cornelius, famed family of monster hunters. Yet I sense something within you. I don't know that it's something you would want. I grant to you this scimitar, Luna's shield, aptly named for its silver gleam and defense of the weak or innocent. When wielded with Soul Strike, it will increase your defense. And when you polish or sharpen it in your times of rest, it sings. It vibrates and softly and seems to sing a lovely melody, granting a granting a blissful rest to your companions. And lastly, to help you with your new power, which you should beware. Cloak of Suppression. Now, I must go. My time in this world is short, and if I stay too long, there could be implications. Thank you, adventurers, and goodbye. Bye.
Wait, I have so many questions.